All right, decided to get out today. Beautiful day out. Just came back to a spot that I already have permission on. This was actually next door to my late grandparents' house. My sister now owns the house that my grandparents were in. But I came back to this yard because I did find wheat pennies and stuff in here, and there was a lot of trash. And I just wanted to see what I can tease out, just kind of screwing around. But just found a silver Rosie. Looks like it just made it 1963. Picked up a couple more wheat pennies. But, you know, not bad for just messing around a little bit. Take a piece of silver, even if it's not that old. But okay, keep watching. There's going to be more clips. Going to be heading out with Aaron and doing another, hopefully a big hunt. So stay tuned for that. All right, we'll see you on the next hunt. All right, guys, out with Aaron again today. We just got this 1800s house. Shows up on the map. And my first good target today is going to be a ring. It's a junker, but it's a find. The gentleman that let us detect here said he had a metal detector, and he came out and he pulled 2 silver dimes out of the yard, but he said go ahead and have at it. So you know how much I like to do yards that have already been hunted. So first target today, just a little junker ring, but we'll take it. So this is our first permission this morning. Nice cool crisp morning today, and you can see the fall colors are really starting to pop out here in Pennsylvania. So real nice day, so we're going to take advantage of it. This is our first stop. So all right, hopefully there's a lot more to show you. See you on the next find. Okay, next find. Been at it for a little while. I already cleaned this up, but a little military insignia there. Not sure how old that is. It was a mid-tone, and it's pretty deep. I think there's areas of this ground that may have some topsoil added to it, because in this part of the yard it's pretty rocky, but when you go over here where I just was, it's real soft and deep. So but hey, it's a find, a little military insignia. It probably was like a pin or something. You can see there might have been something soldered onto the back of that. So far, not making too many finds. Aaron found a wheat penny and a couple of Rains guides, but don't know if they're very old or not. But all right, we're going to continue, see what else we find. See you on the next. Okay, we switched permissions. We didn't find much more at that other place, so we just got on this house. I know it's a little hard to see. The front yard is kind of like just this little hill and just a little bit of yard in here. Aaron's over on the other side over there. But my first target at this place, came around, had to actually walk around the house to get to the front yard. But my first target on this place, gonna be a Great Seal button or a General Service button. Probably an Army uniform. Don't know about the age of it. There's some writing on it. I'll clean it up when I get home and see if I can't lock down the time period. But and a nice military button, so 2-piece. But okay, we're going to continue, see what else we find. See you on the next. All right, we're still out today. It's been a little bit slow for us. We were on a few permissions that didn't really produce much of anything. We're on this farmhouse now, and that's gentleman told us was 1891, but I just did most of the front. Aaron's working on the side and really didn't find much at all out there. But I did get one old find. I just tripped on a signal here. It was an Indian head, and 1895. I'll have to get that cleaned up. It looks like it's in rough shape there, but still identifiable, and got a date off of it, 1895, so that's cool. We still got some time today, so we're gonna finish up here and try and get on something else. But it's been a long day. But all right, hopefully there's more. We'll see you on the next. All right, I just showed you that Indian head penny. I closed the hole back up, swung over it, and there was another signal. It was a spill. There was 2 of them in there. So this one's in rough shape too, but you can see the wreath and the Indian there, and not sure about the date on this guy. Let's see. I'll probably have to toothpick that when I get home, but hey, 2 Indian spill. We'll take that all day. All right. See you on the next. All right, guys. Me and Aaron got out today. We got permission on several hundred acres of farmland. And we've been kind of going around a little bit. We were looking for 2 of the old buildings that we saw on the old maps. Didn't find anything. And the farmer gave us a tip about a place here. It's just a very small little lot right in here. And he said there was an old well there that they filled in. And he told us where it was by this telephone pole here. And I just made a pass down through here and came up the side of this little field line and dug my first target. It's going to be a large scent. Aaron's holding on to it for me. I think that's 1853, I believe, but it's in pretty good shape. That 1853. But first identifiable good target in this field, and it was screaming too. So, but we're going to continue because we spent most of the morning looking for that other place, but we're going to continue and hopefully we find some more of these. We know we're on the house site, so all right, stay tuned. See you on the next. Okay, been a little bit since I found the large scent. That was actually right on the other side of this hay bale right there. The open field is there. Aaron's over on the other side over there swinging. Haven't found much in the field yet, but I came into the woods and I did find an axe head over here, not too old, and a saw blade. And I'm just kind of trying to swing around through the trees, but got a decent signal and turned out to be a cool little relic. It's going to be this suspender clip. Looks like it's got still some of the silver wash on it there. So not too bad, still evidence of the old house. So we're going to continue, see what else we find, but slow going today, but slow and steady. Hopefully we'll get on some more stuff. So all right, see you on the next. All right, guys, Aaron and I are out again today on a new hunt. This is our first permission today that we got this morning. So there's an old chicken house out there. This is an 1800s house, does appear on some of the old maps, but got a decent sized front yard. Used to be a barn out in the field out there. Aaron's over there swinging. We just started, and the second signal that I dug, I got myself an Indian. I can't tell on the date, so we'll have to clean that up, show you better on the wrap up. But see the Indian there, it's a little bit worn out, but that side's pretty good. So, but all right, we're hopefully on a good spot. The guy did say it was detected before, but probably about 10 years ago. So you know me, I don't mind detecting, even if it's been detected before. I don't mind that. So, but all right, we're gonna continue and see how we do today. Hopefully there's more. All right, that's about my third pass in the yard, and got another Indian. Looks like, let's see, I think I can get a date off of this. Yep, 1903. So, 2 Indians. Aaron and I split up the front yard, so he's going to do that side, I'm going to do this side, but I already pulled 2 Indians, so not bad. All right, see you on the next. Okay, we're still plugging along. Just found that Indian right over here and got a squeaky signal. Wasn't sure about it, but it's going to be another Indian. Looks like 1880, and you can see Aaron's machine is right there. He went over to the truck to go grab his camera. He's telling me he got silver, so we're gonna take a look at that. Be right there. All right, so just came over here with Aaron. He said he found silver, and sure did. Found himself a 1912 barber dime. So Aaron claims the first silver of the day, but like I was telling you, the guy said that somebody did hunt this before, but I don't know how many times I say it, and it's still true. No place has ever hunted out. So he's on the board with his first silver. I've already pulled 3 Indians. So we're going to continue, see how well we do. See you on the next. Okay, still chugging along, and ended up with a ring. It's a junker, just plated, but when it first came out, I saw that little little bit of gold coloring on there, and I got all excited, but just a little junker ring, a little costume jewelry, but still finding signals, so that's what counts. Aaron just found himself a wheat penny over there, so there's still plenty of signals in the yard. It's all right. Gonna continue. See you on the next. All right, guys. Just after that ring, which was in this row that I'm walking here, I got a great signal, and check that baby out. Standing Liberty quarter. I actually already cleaned it off because Aaron came over because I was yipping and hollering, and you can see the date. Beautiful on there, 1927, and not bad on the back. I forget where the mint mark is on these. I think it's on the side here, but I don't see one. But yeah, I was yipping and hollering, and Aaron came walking over. What you got?
I wasn't walking, I was running.
I know, he was trotting over. He says, all of a sudden I heard silver, quarter, don't know. So that's great. But so we both got silver today. This is the first house that we stopped at too, so that's awesome. Very happy with that. So day's going good, knock on wood, and we'll see what else we get out of here. I still have a good bit of section of yard to do here. Aaron's we're on the other side of the sidewalk over there. We split the yard up. So all right, hopefully there's more. See you on the next. Okay, just dug the Standing Liberty quarter right in the same row, and in this same pass got another Indian. Looks like 1902. And right after I got the quarter, Aaron's over there, and he just found himself a barber dime. Aaron is actually going to start a new channel, so hopefully I will send you over to his channel, and you'll be able to take a look at the hunt from his perspective. But for right now, we're going to continue. We've got, what, 3 silvers here and about 6 Indians here already. So turned out to be a great yard. So all right, see you on the next. All right, next item. I thought it was a penny I was going after, but this has got a little clasp there that's soldered. You can see the solder starting to break off of that. But I don't know if that went on a strap, you know, maybe some kind of fancy horse tack or something. Not sure. But interesting little relic. Take that. All right, we'll get that cleaned up, show you in the wrap. But all right, we're gonna keep going, see what else we get. Okay, right after that last little relic I had here, I'm pretty sure this is a dog license. And as you can see, this is Wyoming County in 1937, number 1820. So pretty cool. Another relic. And that other piece was only right there, so pretty close to each other. All right, we'll see you on the next. Well, it's been a little while since I found something, but it seems like as I came out closer to the road and down here by this tree, I'm getting a little bit more junk and not so many good signals. But I did just vantage another Indian. So this is like 5 or 6 of them already. Not sure on a date on that. It's hard for me to see in the sun, but looks like 1880s maybe. Hard to tell. It's a little bit beat up, but definitely an Indian. Bit worn. Yeah, let me get in the sun there for you. So still going. I think we're almost done here. Aaron wandered around to the side and the back, and I'm going to check with him and see how things are back there. But I'm almost finished with the section of the front that I was doing, so hopefully there'll be more. See you on the next. Okay, just pulled that last Indian out about 3 minutes ago. Opened up this hole and it was a spill. I got an Indian, and I'm thinking, it's hard for me to see, you might be able to tell already, that's a 1910, I believe, wheat penny, and an Indian. This one's a little bit harder to see there. I'll get a date on it later, but definitely an Indian. So Nice little old penny spill. All right, we're almost done here. We're gonna probably go look for another permission just as soon as we feel we finished the front off here. Aaron went around the back and didn't find much of anything, so we're just gonna satisfy ourselves that we're done with the front, and then we're gonna go look for another one. So hopefully there's more, or I'll see you at the next place. Okay guys, same row. Spill was right there. Came over here, got another signal, got another Indian. Digging up Indians today like wheat pennies. I guess that's not really a bad problem to have. I'll take that any day. So, looks like 1903. Yet another engine. And I still got just a little swath in here to do. So, we should be done with this soon. But, alright. See you on the next, or on the next place we go. Okay guys, you saw the clips. This is going to be the wrap up on, I actually had a bunch of clips there, so this will be a wrap up on those, try to get through it as quick as I could. But, you know, this represents several trips. But you got to remember that, you know, I just showed you maybe 15 minutes of finds, but I mean, that represents like many hours of driving, of, you know, detecting places, spending a couple of hours at a place, and, you know, making a find here or there, and not even including some of the dead places that we went to where we didn't find anything worth taking a video of. So just so that you realize that those people that don't detect, that watch these videos, you're only seeing a small fraction of you know, of our time spent out there. But anyway, let me get right into it here. This is some random finds over the course of this wandering around. Just a couple of wheat pennies there, and nothing special about those. Like 1928, 1929, 1936. See, there's some other stuff. Square nail key. There's a Rains guide. Piece of an oil lamp, spoon, some miscellaneous stuff, and just some modern change, some modern clad. But stuff from these couple of hunts, these were from a couple different places, and didn't have the opportunity to take any good clips. So, all right, the next place that I did was actually at my sister's neighbor's house. I was there once before. It's in a couple of videos back where I found some things there, mostly wheat pennies, but I decided to I happened to be at my sister's, had my metal detector in the car, so I just stopped. So, as you saw from the clips, I did find one silver dime, and that is a 1963 Rosie. And then there were several wheat pennies in there that I missed. There was a lot of junk in that yard, so I cleaned some of it out, and then when I went back this time, there were still a few more coins to be found. So there's like a 1941, 45, there's two of those, 1950. And this is a folded up token. And I couldn't do anything with it. It wouldn't unfold. And it's in pretty bad shape. But the only thing I can make out on it, there's some wording on it. The only thing I can make out, it says the silver cord. Have no idea what that is, but probably a token from, like, you know, the 30s, 40s, 50s, something like that. So that was that place. On another trip that Aaron and I got out on, I ended up making a few finds at this place. I thought this was a Tootsie when I dug it up. It's actually modern. The Tootsies don't have plastic on them. You see a couple of things that didn't make any clips there. Little piece of a door lock, key, cute little, like a lead turtle or something there. Let's see. And looks like possibly a bridal rosette there. Some miscellaneous stuff that on the clips that you saw. I had the ring on there. Just a junker. I did end up with 2 Indians from that day, and one of them I just can't make out. You can see it's an Indian, but oops, sorry about that. Can't make it out. And then this one, not so bad. That one's an 1895. And in one of the clips you saw, I found this little military insignia. It's probably from a pin. I don't know if it'd be like a hat pin or a collar pin or something like that, but it's military. I found an old dog tag that was from 1978. Not that old, but still kind of old. And I did get this Great Seal button. I'm not sure if it is like World War I, World War II era. Not sure, but the back does have writing on it. If I can get it to focus, really hard to see, but it says Zell Products Corporation, New York City. And only thing I can tell you, it was made after 1902 because these Great Seal buttons started being made around that year. So it's probably like World War I, World War II, something like that. Let's see, and some modern change. So then we got out on another place. This day was kind of weird. We ended up in the morning. We got permission on. There's actually a couple of 100 acres where we knew from the old maps that there were at least 3 structures on the property, including a cider mill. And we couldn't find any evidence of it. We spent a few hours in the morning just kind of sampling different areas and couldn't find anything. So the farmer did give us a tip on some more property that he owned a little bit down the road. It was a very small lot, but he said there was an old well there. So we went and did that and did a little bit better. As you can see, you got the milk glass for the old mason jar lids. Some miscellaneous stuff there I didn't take clips of. Obviously, these are all harmonica pieces. But the 2 things that I did take clips of was the 1853 large cent, which I thought was pretty cool. I love finding these old ones, these old large cents. Aaron likes them too, so we try to find some older places now and see what we can find. But there's an old suspender clip, like a silver wash suspender clip. Not in bad shape. Also around there were signs of a house being there. Some broken china around. I found an old axe head, an old saw blade, piece of an old wagon wheel that was still there. But, miscellaneous stuff. But anyway, let me set up the stuff for the next hunt that we did. And you saw the clips from that. That turned out to be a pretty cool yard. Dug a whole bunch of Indians. So hold on a second. Let me set that up. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the stuff from the last clips you saw, including all those Indians that we dug. I think Aaron dug two or three in that yard, and I dug 7, which was it's been a long time since I've seen a yard like that. And this yard was, as I mentioned, supposedly hunted by somebody. The guy said about 10 years ago, and then nobody else came up. But for previously being hit, we found a lot of targets. I got a silver out of there, and I'll show you that in just a second. But Aaron got 2. So it turned out to be a really nice yard. But among the coins, besides the coins, I dug what I think is another bridle rosette. It's pretty heavy. This is a lead piece, probably for the inside of like some kind of a rosette of some sort. Little fancy, like an escutcheon or something. It's folded in half. Don't know if it was supposed to be that way or not, but old iron lock, front lock plate there. You can see the remnants of the little hinge that would come down in the lock plate cover there. Old valve stem. Not sure if it's for a Model T or not, but it's an older valve stem. Some miscellaneous stuff, some clad there, some different pieces of just junk, harmonica reed, a couple of old bullets there, lead bag seal. Got this cool piece of, I believe it's horse tack. I believe it probably was like some on a strap, some kind of decoration on a strap of some sort of horse tack there. Old square nail, and the cool stuff that you saw on the clips. There's a 1937 Wyoming County, Pennsylvania dog tag, which is pretty cool. There's that ring that I dug. It was just a junker, but still a ring, still a find. There is all the Indians. In total, like I said, there were 7 of them. And from left to right, I got an 1880, a 1901, 2 1902s, 2 1903s, and a 1905. And also, as you saw in that clip, dug that awesome Standing Liberty quarter. It shows a lot of wear on the high points, but the date is still there, which is the important thing, and that date usually gets worn off. It was a problem with the design of the coin. And it's in average condition, average wear. But pretty cool, and ended up with 2 more wheat pennies out of that yard. We didn't find a lot of wheat pennies. Mostly everything that I found was Indians, which that's fine by me. But yeah, there was 2 wheats out of that yard, a 1917 and a 1929. After this place, we did get on one other place that wasn't so great, but I found that kid's car is not too old, and a couple of wheats there. I think they're 1917, 1936, and 1938. And then this little charm. It's not silver or anything, but you can see it's got words around it. It says, "Best friends forever." Doesn't look like it's too old. I remember back when I was in grade school and high school, the girls used to get these for each other. There were 2 halves of a heart, and they said best friends on them. So it's probably what this is. But anyway, that is the last series of hunts. I was a little bit late on getting this video together, so this is from like last month. But I have a couple more clips. I'm working on another video, but it has now gotten pretty cold out. Today is actually Thanksgiving morning, so you know, it's been a little while, but it's gotten pretty cold out. Aaron and I haven't gotten out in a couple of weeks now. Aaron did get out today, found a large scent at a place he told me about. But hopefully I might be able to get 1 or 2 hunts in if the weather warms up just a little bit, goes back into the 50s like it was today. Might be able to get out, but I'm not much of a cold weather person, so you know, this season for me is winding down. But at any rate, there will be another video in another week or 2 showing you the last of the finds that we made. And thanks for watching. If you've stuck around this long, I appreciate it. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up button. There's my thumb. Hit the thumbs up button, please. And if you like what you saw, please subscribe. There'll be more videos in the future. Thanks a lot, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. And we'll see you again on the next video.